You know, I've said this before. If I'm not able to find fights in oh my god, that is a very interesting creative fighter. Wow, that is very colorful. I mean, this dude clearly put a lot of time into this fighter, and looks like we're actually fighting in the parking lot. Let's go. Usually I try to avoid fighting creative fighters just because, you know, not that they're overpowered. Well, they generally are. Well, they generally are if it's a jujitsu. If it's a jujitsu CAF, I just avoid them straight up. Just I don't want to deal with the nonsense. But one that is a really interesting CAF. I mean, it's colorful, it's over the top, it's obnoxious, but still, that man put a lot of time into getting that creative. Nice. All right, let's go. So we're using Uriah Hall. Uriah Hall, of course, is set to face Chris Weidman, which is a very interesting fight in itself. Like, I've talked about this fight a little bit before, and I have said that to me it reminds me of the fight between Chris Weidman and Anderson Silva. Like, I feel like Chris has fought a similar opponent in the past. You know what I mean? Like, yes, there are differences between. There we go. There are definitely differences between Uriah Hall and Anderson Silva. For one, Uriah is not a southpaw. Anderson Silva is. I believe Anderson is also an inch taller. Anderson might also have a longer reach. And Anderson Silva is also the better grappler, especially off his back. You know, Anderson Silva has quite a few submissions off his back. He's very good at that. And I think overall Anderson Silva might be the better striker, even though they just fought. Silva just fought Uriah, and Uriah was able to beat him. But I think it was more of a youth thing as opposed to like a skill thing, in my opinion. But apart from that, there are clear similarities between Uriah Hall and Anderson Silva. One, they both like to strike. Their striking is quite similar. They're very kick heavy. The biggest difference in their striking is, you know, Uriah doesn't have he doesn't generally like to focus on the basics too much. He would just kind of, I forget who described him as, I think it was Izzy. I think it was actually Adesanya that described Uriah Hall as, it's kind of like using a character in the game and just pushing buttons. Just pushing random buttons. Oh, wheel kick. Oh, head kick. Turning side kick. You know what I mean? It's like, you are just standing in front of me like a freaking dum-dum. What the hell? And so, but in my opinion, I do think this is the sort of style that really, really does a number on Chris Weidman. Got him. Head kick. Goodbye. Goodbye. I'm actually going to see if this man wants a rematch. Usually they do. Especially if he wants to use this CAF again. I'm going to see if he wants to rematch. And if he does, we're going to give him another fight. I really don't want to use Uriah Hall too much today, because I've said this in the past. I really don't like his character model. And when the fighter's character model is not what I think it should be, it kind of really ruins that character for me. I had the same issue with Edson Barboza until they fixed it. So we're not gonna be using Uriah too much today. Beautiful, beautiful KO. All right, let's see if he wants to fight again. Yes, he does. Okay, no problemo. I mean, man, we don't really do a lot of fights in these different venues, like the parking lot. Like, we need to do more of this, because this is interesting. It really is. I mean, of course, it's not the octagon, but I do think occasionally, if we get a fight in a different venue, it's interesting. Now, I actually totally missed who he picked. Completely just missed who this man picked, because I was looking at the parking lot. Oh, we haven't picked yet. Gotta pay attention. God damn it. All right, so we'll go Uriah. You want to go Izzy? Rebel Whittaker, the Reaper. Let's go. Now, what I was saying earlier is that Uriah, well, Chris has fought someone like Uriah before. Now, I think the path to victory is fairly straightforward on paper. Of course, MMA, a lot can happen. Even when you think something is straightforward, it can just go completely sideways. Of course, on paper, it's ground him repeatedly, keep a high pace, look for submission, look for ground and pound, win the fight. That's what you would expect on paper. But I also said that Chris Weidman, the biggest issue with Chris is he wins and wins and wins and wins until he's no longer winning. You know what I mean? You know, he makes a mistake. Did you just pick Robert Whittaker so you can spam knee elbows on me, bro? Are you freaking joking me right now? By the way, this combination right here, it is still completely viable. It is completely viable. Now, I know EA will talk about how they slowed it down, yada, 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 yada. It is still completely viable because he can throw the knee, and I block the knee, and before I can counter to the head, he can still land the elbow, which is just completely absurd. Completely absurd. Back up, bro. I could complain about this combo for ages, bro. Just because it's like, I feel like... See this? See what I mean right there? You see what I mean right there? That's exactly what I mean. He landed the knee. I blocked it. I go to counter with a hook to the head. He's still able to land the stupid elbow. Alright. Let's just try to... They gotta fix this, man. They gotta either... This is no longer a combination. Either make it so it doesn't combo, period, or significantly slow down the combination when I block one of them. If I block an elbow, slow down the knee. If I block a knee, slow down the elbow enough to where... Like, look at how fast that is. Anyways. What I was saying is that Chris Weidman has been in a situation, I believe it's twice actually, one against Luke Rockhold and two against Yoel Romero, situations where he's winning and then he makes one mistake and boom, he loses. Against Luke Rockhold, he was doing a very good job of grounding Luke Rockhold, taking him down, staying on top, just winning the fight. Then he throws that wheel kick, ill-advised completely. Oh boy. He ends up on the bottom, and Luke Rockhold, for all the jokes we make about Luke, his top game is a thing of nightmares. One of the best top games in MMA, period. Period. And, excuse me. Weidman ends up on the bottom and gets completely grounded and butchered. It loses like that. Same thing against Yoel Romero. He's winning the fight. He makes one mistake, shoots at the wrong time. Yoel times it perfectly, and damn near kills the man with a flying knee. This really falls into the hands of Uriah Hall, because Uriah is he's so random. He's so random with some of the strikes that he throws. Look up. He's so goddamn random. I forget. I'm forgetting his name. He used to be in the middleweight division. Why am I forgetting this man's name? I believe he moved to Bellator. He's the dude that he fought Uriah Hall. Uriah Hall caught him with a jumping side kick. Well, it wasn't a side kick. It was a jump turning side kick to the head. But he actually targeted his body. But in that very moment, his opponent ducked down. I believe he was trying to go for a takedown or something. Rocked him. Uriah follows up with a flying knee. Finishes him. Of course, they rematched. And it was Gegard Mousasi. That's who it... Gegard Mousasi. He was fighting Gegard Mousasi. He catches Gegard Mousasi with a beautiful jump turning side kick to the head. Hurts him badly. Follows up with a flying knee. And finishes him. This is the sort of stuff that you expect from Uriah. Alright, so I guess we're slow dancing. Not head K. Come here, boy. Come here, boy. That's the sort of attacks you expect from Uriah. It's just so random, out of nowhere. He will leap into the air and hit you with something. And so Chris is going to have to really be cautious about that. You know, at no point in the fight can he get lax and just think, oh, I've got this thing. I can just cruise. Can cruise, homie. Oh, boy. Yeah, he's not going to let me get him with that wheel kick because he keeps ducking. So I'm just going to stop doing that. Because just from what I've seen, man, there's a very good possibility that Chris is going to do a very good job in the first 2 rounds. Stop it. He'll do a very good job in the first 2 rounds, and then maybe round number 3 or something, Uriah is going to do like hit him with something, and that's it. And I think Uriah has actually had a very similar fight where this happened. If I remember correctly, it's a fight versus Bevon Lewis. Please, God, tell me I got that name correctly. I think it was a fight against Bevon Lewis. Bevon Lewis was grounding Uriah Hall, out grappling him, just basically beating him, winning. And then late in round 3, can I please get out of this clinch? What the freak? Late in round number 3, Uriah catches him. I forget exactly what Uriah caught him with, but he caught him with something and ended the fight, a fight that he was losing. So, if Uriah wins, that's how I see it happening. That's a nice takedown. That's how I see it happening. I see Chris doing a good job, winning the fight, makes a mistake. Uriah catches him with something explosive and unexpected and creative, and boom, Weidman's out. So, if that doesn't happen, he's gassed. That boy is completely tired. And he still lands a head kick at the end. Yeah, if Weidman just doesn't make that mistake, I think he'll be fine. I think he'll be alright. But yeah, man, it's it's gonna be an interesting one. I'm going to see if I can do a showcase on every single fighter before the actual fights happen. I'll do my best. But you guys are going to have to bear with me, man, like, because it's so damn difficult to find fights in the weight class that I need. So I will do my best to do, got him, and that's it. I will do my best to find them, but if I can't, I'm just going to have to do quick matches and try to get, if it's not super competitive, at least interesting stuff. Like this right here, I think it's interesting. We're fighting in the parking lot. The first one was against a very colorful, interesting looking creative fighter, and we did a rematch. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and if you don't like this sort of thing, please be vocal in the comment section, and I guess I'll just try harder to find a fight in ranked. But a lot of you probably don't care. Just give me feedback, that's all. Anyways, that is it. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna keep this one short and sweet, and I will see you guys later with a brand new one. As always, stay safe. Peace out, folks.